So today we are going to solve the topic of statistics, and in that we are going to see step deviation method step by step over here. So we have given a question over here. We have to find the mean of the following distribution by step deviation method. Now the table is already given over here, class interval and frequency. Now we have to note that the class intervals are continuous over here, which is already given. Now the next step, which is a formula, the formula of finding the step deviation mean through step deviation is a plus c into summation of fi ui upon summation of fi, where a is your assumed mean and c is the class width. So in this question we'll assume mean a will be, let us take 45, and the class width we can easily find out from the class interval, which is 10. Okay, now next step we have to make the table, which is most important part of this problem, which is we have 5 columns in it. First is classes, second is the class mark, third is the UI, and the formula of UI is already written in the table. Next is frequency, and the last is summation of fi ui. Now the first is the class mark yi. So the formula of finding the class mark is the upper limit minus lower limit divided by 2 of the classes. The upper limit of the first class is 30, and the second is minus 20, which is divided by 2 is 50 upon 2, 25. So we'll put the 25 over here, and likewise we can solve the other class mark also, and it comes up to 25, 35, 45 and so on. The next step is finding the UI. Now the formula of UI over here is yi minus a upon c, as we have already written over on the top of the video, which is a is equals to 45 and c is equals to 10. So putting the values over here, yi is the class mark, which is 25, a we are assuming method, which we assume to be 45, and c is the class width, which is 10. When you solve this, you got the answer is minus 2. Okay, student, don't worry if the answers come in negative. Okay, it will come, but it will change when you find the actual answer. So I have written already over here the UI values, which is minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1, 2 and 3. Now the next step is frequency. The frequency is already given in the question. We have to just copy the same frequencies over here. Now after the last column, which is fi ui, fi is the frequency, ui we have found out. Okay, now the multiplication of fi ui, which is minus 2 into 10, minus 1 into 6, 0 into 8 and so on, we'll do it, and the answer comes up to minus 20, minus 6, 0, 12, 10 and 27. We'll take the total of frequency and fi ui. The total of frequency is 50 and the total of fi ui is 23. Now we have completed the table, we have found out everything. Now in the next step we have to write the formula and just substitute the values over here. So just substituting the value, a assumed mean, which is 45, class width, which is 10, fi ui we found out to be 23, and the total of frequency fi is 50. Now it's very easy, we have to just solve it. Okay, multiply and addition, and the answer comes up to 49.6.